What's up, everyone? This is RW, also known as Robust Ring Warriors. Normally, I do action figure content, but WWE 2K26 is causing quite the controversy, so I thought I'd hop on and talk about it. I personally pre-ordered the Monday Night War edition, and I'm very disappointed with the news 2K has been releasing through their various ringside reports and on their official website. So apparently, those who are like me, who purchased the Monday Night War edition, or even if you bought the King of Kings or Attitude Era edition, you would expect that you would get all your DLC models and characters, as well as arenas and other unlockables right away, because it costs over $99 for those specific editions. Well, 2K26 introduced ringside pass, which is something sort of a battle pass, where you have to grind, and I'll get to that later, you have to grind to unlock certain, not only superstar models, but arenas and VC championship belts and everything you would normally get with Supercharger. The Supercharger itself has officially been retired, according to 2K. Now, as you can see here, this is 2K25. I downloaded Brian Pillman off of Community Creations, and that's a great thing about this game. Even though, in terms of the models, you can't get certain superstars, you always have Community Creations to make it better for you. And that's why I believe that if they were to take out Community Creations, I personally believe they can never take it out. Because if you take this mode out, how will you get superstars that are not in the game? Where's the fun? Because universe mode, not much people dab into that. The island received a lot of backlash in 25, and my faction is just a scamming way of unlocking different personas that have already been in the game. Speaking of already being in the game, Brian Pillman was in WWE 13, WWE 2K16, and WWE 2K17. Now, I know with a Legends deal or Legends contract, that is the only way you can either get an action figure or a game slot. So Pillman, in February of 2024, he received a Legends deal, meaning he could be included in the games from there on after. This was in February 2024. The following month, March, 2K24 was released. So obviously people thought, hey, he's not going to make the cut. He just got his deal signed, likenesses, got to get everything together before we place him in the next game. And the next game that released was WWE 2K25. So 2K25 is released, and they released a DLC pack called the Attitude Era pack. Now, the roster reveal was great. The DLC characters were great. I just wish they would stop the celebrity packs, though. But the omission of the year, I think Brian Pillman was the omission of 2K. He was the greatest omission of that game, besides Big Boss Man and the $1 Million Man. They had an Attitude Era pack, yet they included Victoria in it, even though she was a big star in the Ruthless Aggression era. So I thought that was kind of odd. Brian Pillman being excluded from 2K25 came as a shock to most because, like I said, if his likeness deal was signed in 2024 of February, they basically had a year and a half to work on his model. Now with 2K26 being released, I realized that was deliberate. Because Lexus King is in this game. Lexus King is officially in WWE 2K25 on the base roster. Maybe I thought, hey, Pillman will become DLC. We'll just pay for him again like we did for WWE 13. But that wasn't the case in 2025. Now, more recently, 2K26 has announced a ringside pass. Now, the ringside pass, as I've stated earlier, the only way you can unlock DLC characters through that is by grinding the game, playing through the game. Now, don't get me wrong, I have the privilege, and I'm thankful that I have the privilege to play this game as much and as long as I would like. So I have no problem grinding. However, I know there are some who have a 9-to-5, some who have different things they have to attend to in their lives, and they don't have the time to play this game, especially for long hours, if the rumors are true that you have to grind hard and long to unlock 4 new superstars. When this game will launch in March 6th, for those who've purchased anything higher than the Attitude Era Edition, you will be getting 4 new superstars for free. But after that, the rest of the DLC characters require some sort of grinding. Now, fortunately, and this is just alleged rumor, they will introduce a mode where you can just pay for the tier skips and skip all the tiers. But I'm going to show you something which also struck me as odd. We didn't have to pay for we had to pay for DLC, of course, but once they came in, they were in the following year, and we didn't have to pay for them again. So let's check this out. So here we are, WWE 2K16. So in this game, the game was covered around Stone Cold Steve Austin's showcase, and looking right here, you can see the arena, D-Generation X arena. That's another thing with this game, and here we have Brian Pillman. So we have different Attitude Era arenas and unlockables surrounding the Attitude Era, given that Steve Austin was a huge part of that time period. Dude love. But I found it odd that, and just look at these arenas. Take a look at these beautiful, beautiful Attitude Era arenas. I found it odd that 2K would market WWE 2K26 as the Attitude Era, Monday Night War, very 90s style, nostalgia style. So you would think it was rumored heavily on X that CM Punk was to be the showcase. But when 2K announced the Attitude Era and Monday Night War edition, it was kind of a little bit of a swerve. Because it was leaked that CM Punk would be the showcase, but it was never confirmed by 2K. So when 2K announced the Monday Night War and Attitude Era edition first, people started scratching their heads. Whoa, could we be getting a WWE 13 styled remaster? Because CM Punk was also on WWE 13, and that featured a ton of AE arenas and stars. But now we're in February, and at the time of recording, this is February 6th on a Friday. We are not getting anything Attitude Era themed at all. In fact, it will be CM Punk Showcase as leaked prior. So the question was, why market this game at the beginning as an Attitude Era / MNW edition, knowing very well that wasn't the trigger they planned on pulling when the game is officially set to release on March 12th. And my question is why? But there's only one answer for that, and I think we all know the answer to that question is money. They knew that CM Punk, since he was already leaked, CM Punk has fans, don't get me wrong, but in terms of a mainstream appeal, the Attitude Era was the perfect way to get eyes, and it got people talking, don't get me wrong. X, TikTok, Snapchat, even Snapchat, crazy enough, Reddit, Facebook, all these social media platforms were buzzing over the potential Attitude Era inclusions, arena inclusions, possibly a showcase mode of the entire Attitude Era. We also thought maybe Vince McMahon would be back in the game, because Vince McMahon was actually featured in the trailer getting stunned by Steve Austin. Mick Foley, the backlash Mick Foley has had with the WWE and the President of the United States. His whereabouts in 2K26 have yet to be confirmed. He has not been heavily promoted within the game, but it is more than likely he'll appear, because he said he will not resign when June comes, and that's when his contract ends. So they probably will leave him in. However, he has been removed from a WWE Supercard game, which is also linked to 2K. So it is 50-50 that Mick Foley will appear in WWE 2K26. But back to the money side of things, that was just a blatant form of, what is it called? That's a cash grab. A blatant cash grab, because they knew people would buy this mode for the Attitude Era edition. And like I said before, I bought the Monday Night War edition thinking I was going to get all the DLC, because I went into this thinking, hey, maybe it's going to be a Monday Night War edition showcase. Maybe it's going to be a Attitude Era edition showcase, because they did show Vince McMahon in the trailer. So I thought, okay, maybe Vince McMahon's going to be in it. I did have some questions as to why they would go this route with 3 stars who are currently in AEW being a huge part of the Attitude Era and Monday Night War, those being Sting, Christian, and Edge. That also struck me as weird. Like, why market this game like that knowing you don't have the rights to Edge, Christian, and Sting? But then rumors started to swirl. Maybe they could be included, because if you remember Billy Gunn, he is currently with All Elite Wrestling, yet he signed a Legends deal which allowed him to be placed in 2K25. Will Sting, Edge, and Christian go that route? We have yet to see. This is only February. The game comes out in March. A lot could happen from the time of this upload to the release date. But yeah, man, Brian Pillman, he was supposed to be in 2K25, but yet they saved him for 2K26, which is another form of cash grabbing, because they know how much people want to play as Lexis King's father, yet they held him back just so they can make you pay more for him when he was already DLC. And after that, he was never DLC again, but now it looks like they want to make him DLC. Again, I could be very wrong, because the game comes out in March. We are set to get 4 free new stars, and at the time of this recording, Hulk Hogan 2002 has been confirmed to be 1 out of the 4. So will Brian Pillman join him in that pack? We have to wait and see. On the subject of removing stars and then re-adding them, one of the most sought after alternate attires was Kane. Kane 1998. Everybody wanted that version of Kane because he was last seen in WWE 2K19, and for 2K26's Attitude Era edition, they have just announced that he will be coming back. But take a look here. In 2K16, you can get all the versions of Kane for free. All you have to do is play through Stone Cold Showcase. You don't have to go out your way to spend $130 or even $150. Again, look at the arena selection. All you have to do is play a free showcase mode and you unlock all these arenas. So it is kind of crazy and greedy on 2K and Take-Two's part to perform a move like this, knowing that fans will most likely be purchasing based on low impulse control and nostalgia. I fell victim to this, and I'm sharing this video to say, hey, don't go down the same route I did. It's very easy to fall into this trap, the trending trap, the marvelous marketing trap. They knew that many fans would press that pre-order button just because they announced the Attitude Era edition. And with the teases that they release weekly, they only add to the excitement. It was a genius strategy. That I have to admit, it was a very genius strategy. For them to include Kane, just the sight of Kane debuting at Bad Blood got people hyped. Kane 1998 being on the cover got people hyped. It certainly did for me. I was waiting to press that pre-order button once I saw Kane. But this will be my last 2K game. 2K26 will be, and I believe it's going to be a lot of people's last 2K game. Because imagine if they do go all out. Say if all this is just this ringside pass, because this could have been a great game had they not introduced that ringside pass. And that's what's strange to me. They had everything lined up. Earlier this week, they released the ringside report showcasing the gameplay. So much realism is going into this game, it's outstanding. Speaking of realism, look at this entrance right here for Kane. This is exactly how Kane used to enter to the ring in 1998, alongside Paul Bearer. Look at that. saw the flames erupting from the ring. We're finally getting the Inferno match back. We're getting a lot of things back that was taking away from us. And I'm not gonna lie, as this video progresses, my passion will just increase. Because now that I think about it, I feel scammed. Look at this. You get the WrestleMania 14 arena, Kane 1998, Undertaker 1998, multiple attires for Undertaker and Kane that are not locked behind a paywall. Because then again, if the rumors are true, you could, and this is just an option according to 2K, you could just pay to skip tiers, which if you add all these tiers up, I'm seeing that the levels range from 40 levels per tier. So if you add those up and there's 6 seasons, you're literally going to be paying for DLC unknowingly, because I bet some people don't even know this. If the tiers, each tier, and this is only if they go the NBA 2K route, each level in the tier, skip one level each, that should come around to be $1.99. And I'm just basing this off the NBA. Each level should cost $1 to skip. Okay, so now we add that for each level, each season. That's crazy. That should come around to be over $600, which is more than the PS5 and Xbox Series X. That's nuts. But this is the standard that we're going to be going into. That's why this is going to be my last game. They won't stop here. Or maybe, if we're lucky, they'll recognize the backlash that came with this decision and just remove it completely for 2K27. But that's insane. Hopefully you could skip each season, like just pay the dollar price to skip each season. That would be dope. So that should come up to around $1 each season, 6 seasons, $6 in total. That's why I wish they would have just released a $15 pack separate from the entire release, separate from all the other editions. That you buy that, you get everything in each season 1 through 6 for free. Because they're marketing this as to be the most season pass post-launch DLC content ever. So they're saying that after 2K26 is released, there's going to be a lot of great content. And that's why I hope to God that they don't pull the crap they did in 2K24 and release a Pat McAfee style pack with just a bunch of celebrities. I hope they don't go that route, because a lot of players will be pissed if all this time you've been grinding hard, putting hours and hours into this game, just to realize that you've been basically playing to play as a DLC you should have gotten regardless for free because you paid that extra. Imagine doing all that and still getting a bogus pack. So now we're here in 2K17 here, and I just wanted to show you over on the Monday Night War side as well. We were just in the Attitude Era side with Kane and Taker. Now we're here. Sting, a shocking exclusion from the Monday Night War pack, but even in 2K17, you could get your money's worth in terms of Accelerator. Look at this. You get WCW Nitro and WCW Halloween Havoc. Those arenas came with the Goldberg pack, because Goldberg was a pre-order for this game. So if you pre-ordered Goldberg, you got 2 extra WCW arenas, plus the other WCW arenas in this game, plus 2K16. So in terms of Monday Night War and Attitude Era unlockables, you're getting the most bang for your buck if you play this game plus 2K16. If you truly want an Attitude Era mode, obviously you play WWE 13 or 2K16. If you would like a Monday Night War mode, you can play 2K16, 17, and WWE 13. It's just strange how those 3 games have more content than 2K26 is slated to have, but yet 26 is marketing itself as though it's going to have more than that.